So we've taken out the box. Let's go over some of the features. One of the first things you're going to notice is it comes with the handle. The handle has a lot of nice features. It's got a basket for holding chemical, rags, spray bottles. Also has rings for cord wrap, and it's also got these 4 holes. Let's see how these 4 holes match up to the machine so we can mount it. So here's our 4 inserts on the back of the unit, and they correspond with the 4 holes on the tube. Now your handle comes with the hardware. It's a bolt, a split lock washer, and a washer. So let's go ahead and put that on, and for right now we're just going to make it finger tight. Now after you got your bolts on finger tight, we're going to use a 7/16 wrench, socket, crescent wrench. I've opted for the handy ratchet. So now we've got our handle mounted, let's take a closer look at the tanks. The Mytee Lite 8070 comes with a 3-gallon vacuum tank and a 3-gallon solution tank. Now let's look at how to access the solution tank. First off, we've got to take off the vacuum tank. To remove the vacuum tank, simply undo the latch in the back, lift up from the back, and then lift off your tank. And there's your vacuum tank. Now you'll notice on the solution tank a large opening. Now that's important because it makes it very simple to fill, even using a 5-gallon bucket. Now there's a couple ways you can use your solution tank. You can either pre-mix your chemical, put it in your solution tank, or you can pre-spray the fibers on the carpet or the mat or the upholstery, and then just put fresh water in your solution tank. So after we put our solution in the tank, let's go ahead and put our vacuum tank back on. Look at the secret to putting your tank back on. The secret to putting your vacuum tank back on is to do the opposite of what we've just done. We'll start by putting the front end first. We put the latch back in place, clamp it down, and snap it into place. Now another feature you'll find in the box are your hoses. Let's take a closer look. So now let's work with our 15-foot vacuum solution hose. First step is we're going to want to hook up the machine side first. So we're going to work with the male QD, and this is the female QD on the machine. So the secret to putting quick disconnects on is the ring on the female. We always want to be able to pull that back. So let's pull the ring back, slide the male in, and then snap it in place. Then we want to take our vinyl cup, put it onto our vacuum tank. Now the other feature that comes with the Mytee Lite is a stainless steel 3.5-inch upholstery tool. So let's put that onto our hose. Now the same concept. We pull the ring back on the female, slide the male in, and snap it into place. The vacuum hose slides right onto the upholstery tool. Now that we've got our hoses set up, let's take a closer look at the wheels. Another feature that makes the Mytee Lite top in its class and one of the best upholstery and spotting machines around is the size of the wheels. It has 6-inch wheels and 2-inch casters. That means the Mytee Lite can roll very easily, and the unique thing about the 2-inch casters is they're locking casters. So once you get it set into place, simply lock the caster in place, and then you don't have to worry about the machine rolling. Now let's take a closer look at the switches. We're going to notice we've got 3 switches here, and they're marked: vacuum, pump, heat. Let's take a closer look at what each one of those means. And the vacuum, that's what sucks the debris and pulls the debris out of the fiber. The pump is what sprays the solution into the fiber. Now our heater is a 1,000-watt heater. So that means it can heat up the solution in just a matter of minutes. So now we've seen the features that are on this unit, let's put it to work. Alright, so we're outside now. Got our Mytee Lite all set up, and we've added a little bit of solution. But just to demonstrate how big the opening on the solution tank really is, we're going to go ahead and add a little more fluid to it. You want to be careful not to overfill it. Maybe stop about 1 inch from the top. Alright, now that we've got our solution in the solution tank, we want to turn our switches on. First, we're going to turn our pump, then we're going to turn on our heater. And we always want to do it in that order. First the pump, then the heater. Now let me show you an easy tip for getting your heater nice and hot. So now that you have the pump and the heater both turned on, you want to give the heater just a few minutes to heat up. After that, take your upholstery tool, aim it back into the solution tank, and spray. This will allow the water to flow through the solution hose, getting that cold water out, sending it back into the solution tank, and giving that heater time to push some hot water into the solution hose. You'll know when it's hot, you just have to feel. After that, just give it another minute or so for the heater to catch back up with itself, and then you're ready to go. Alright, now that we've got our pump primed, we've got our heaters all warmed up, let's put our vacuum tank back on. And then we'll put our vacuum hose back onto our vacuum tank. Now some of the chemical you may use may suds up, and that could damage the vacuum motor, so you want to be careful. The best thing you can do is add a little defoamer to your vacuum tank, and that'll kill the foam. Here's how you do it. Simply take off the lid on your vacuum tank, add a little defoamer to your vacuum tank. That's all there is to it. Defoamer is very common. You can get it at any janitorial supply store or any chemical house. Alright, we've got our pump primed, our heaters are hot, we've added a little defoamer to the vacuum tank. Now let's go ahead and turn our vacuum motors on. The switch, the pump switch, and the heater switch are already on. And here's our vacuum. So now the vacuums are on, let's get to work. Alright, so we're ready to go. And remember, the Mytee Lite is great for upholstery, carpet, mats. For the purpose of this demonstration, we've got a mat. So let's see how it works. You can see with the vacuum and the pump and the heater on, the unit's really doing a lot of the work. All we have to do is squeeze the trigger and pull the upholstery tool back. It'll spray hot solution into the mat and vacuum it back up. Then we'll make a dry stroke back up. And then we'll offset and do another one, another pass. You can see the steam coming from the upholstery. We've got our solution nice and hot. It's reacting good with our chemical. Always remember to make a dry stroke pass. So that's a Mytee Lite 8070. It's easy to set up, it's easy to use, and you're going to be happy with the results.